Biggest bunch of foolishness I ever seen. We had walking catfish around here a long time.
Well, you're the one who reported it, Sheriff.
Yeah, I know. Folks been bugging the hell out of me. But I didn't want to make no federal case out of this thing.
Not federal, just state, remember?
Yeah. The state of Florida against a little walking catfish. Some case.
Just doing my job, Sheriff.
Don't you have anything better to do? Like playing checkers or arresting bootleggers?
Nope. And I ain't going nowhere near that office. There's too many folks bitching. Fish walking through the yards and going into the houses and garages. But I told them you had all the answers, boy.
Well, at least I'm trying.
Yeah, well, I ain't seen that college education of yours do much good so far.
Walking fish wasn't part of the curriculum. They didn't teach us how to be kind to sheriffs either, but I'm trying.
You better be, boy.
Lou, I thought you said that was a freshwater spring.
Yeah, I did. Why? Something matter?
There sure is. There's an extremely high content of radioactive material.
Yeah, well, what does that mean? I'll see you, Red, huh?
Sheriff, Dr. Pagato said that Mrs. Matson mentioned the word monster.
The woman's in shock.
Oh, wait a minute, Sheriff. I have another question.
How would you account for the marks on the dead man's body?
Well, I'd say they were fish bites.
Do you see any connection between this monster and the rash of virus cases here in the hospital? Could the water supply be contaminated?
Hell, man, I ain't no scientist. It's probably a bug going around. No, Shirley, I don't want to talk to any more of them. Now, you tell them to go home, board up the place, stay off the streets and off my back. No, don't tell them that. Just tell them to go.
Sheriff, these are the two impet agents that I told you about. Martha Walsh, Walker Stevens.
Did you take a look at those marks?
Lou, they're identical to the ones in the first victim.
God. Man, what are they?
What do you think, Walker?
On the surface, it looks like an animal, like a cat or an ape. But this man was badly stung or burned by some chemical.
So?
So, it could be from the fish family.
Now look here, mister. You trying to tell me that these walking fish are strong enough now to kill somebody? Because if you are, I'm taking a long walk right through that door.
Now, just hold on a minute, Lou. Walker has to look at all possibilities. Now, he's come up with an idea I think makes a lot of sense.
Rex, secure that right there.
Right.
Walker? That report from headquarters came in.
What'd they say?
They had several theories on fish mutations. One is that the walking catfish came over in ships, quite by accident, from South Africa, some 15 years ago. The other is that a radioactive material from a nearby lab may have caused a chemical reaction in the water.
There's a strange pollutant in these waters, that's for sure, because I found it.
I suppose a mutating fish could come over on a boat from Africa. Do you have any further comments on the large aspects?
No, nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and turn in, okay?
I'm already turned in.
I'm gonna stay up a while and keep an eye on the detector. That's what we've been waiting for. Come on, Rex. Come on, Rex. He's in the net. See if he went through the net. Oh, see him down here? He's gone.
A statement up here, huh? Okay?
Sheriff, can you give me a statement on the evacuation?
No, look, just listen to me while I'm up here. I gotta keep this. Hold it down now. Now, we all know we're in trouble, right? I don't know where he is. I don't know exactly the whole problem myself, but I know we gotta get on over to Fort Dunn. All right? Now, Judge, you got a ride? Okay, all right, everything all right. Shorty, you're going to be able to make in that rig or not? All right, now, there won't no breakdowns on the road, you hear me? Miss Miller, you ain't going to make it, honey. Now, you get a truck or somebody take your bicycle, you hear me? Because I can't have nobody having a heart attack nothing on the road. We're all going over to Fort Dunn and the gymnasium. Now, the Red Cross is going to have blankets and food and everything you need. Now, those that can't go, I want you to go home and lock up, and you keep them guns handy, you hear me? Now, come on. Now, get to your cars, let's go now. Everybody get on in there. Everybody take care of your own youngins and your own family.
Kill it.
Red Cross is going to furnish food and everything. Yeah, and those that can't...
Turn it down, please.
You go home, lock up, and you keep them guns.
Are those looking better?
You'll do that.
Take a look at these.
We're in the case of Mrs. Madsen. He can leave a victim in a state of suspended animation.
To think I let you two nuts go out there and sit like guinea pigs.
Well, Mother, you just weren't doing your job.
Speaking of jobs.
Oh, no.
Here's your big chance, Martha.
First time.
Now, be careful.
Let's face it, Walker, you need toughening up.
Do you know what I really need?
Yes?
All the information Pitt can give you on that government lab down at Cypress Grove. As soon as possible.
Whatever turns you on.
Walker, do you really think the lab's the key?
At this point, Rex, where else do we look?
The lab closed down after the war. I used to go out there and check it from time to time. But then an old doctor named Leopold, he used to work out there. He bought it from the government. Well, he hung around for a while, but then he just wasn't around anymore. I guess he's like the fella that had a pipe dream and suddenly woke up and said, who needs $1 million sea land?
Hey, I have some hot news from N-Pit. They say that lab was active during World War II, conducting secret experiments with heavy water. Now listen to this. N-Pit just dug this bit up for us. In a top secret report, it's noted that a material used for the experiments was radioactive. It caused mutations in sea life and probably in other animal life. And now for the clincher. 3 canisters of this material was stolen and never recovered.
See if you can get a full report on those canisters, and with pictures if possible.
Do you think the monster's a catfish?
Maybe, but I'd say definitely a mutation. A mutated sea creature of some kind, but with intelligence. I think it's more than a coincidence. His 2 victims were supervisors at the lab during the war. You know, this creature fought with more than arms and legs. I'm convinced it has a brain at work. Sheriff, do you know a Rainey Johnson and a Roger Whitley?
Yeah, but what do they got to do with it?
I want you to alert them and tell them to be cautious, because headquarters says they worked at that lab.
Damn. As if we ain't got enough trouble around here.
They're the same wide tracks, web-footed. And those aren't human fingerprints either. But why would a monster need drugs?
For the same reason he became a vampire last night, to satisfy some physical need or urge.
But he's just an animal, isn't he?
With human characteristics.
Don't you think that's pretty far-fetched?
No, Rex. I am convinced he has intelligence, and maybe that of a human being. Now, we can follow these tracks, and I don't think he's too far away. Come on, let's go. That direction.
That's toward the Pringle house.
We must kill that boy right after he left here.
Yeah, let's get going.
What's the matter, Lou?
A human fish. Sounds like something old Doc Leopold might try. He was known as a nut. Folks laughed at him. Said he was once trying to get volunteers off death row in prison to try experiments on.
Is that for real, Lou?
Yeah, there was a rumor going around that he was trying to...
To what?
Turn a man into a fish.
Damn, Lou, why didn't you tell us sooner?
Well, I never thought of it till just this second.
Let's get moving then.
catfish tracks lead into the water right here. He had to walk out on the other side because this lake isn't connected to the Orange Sink grid.
So we scout the perimeter.
Right. I'll meet you both around on the other side.
Come on, let's go.
Martha?
Be careful now, you may still be here.
He's been here, all right. Well, she's not here.
One of us should have had enough sense to have stayed here with her. Sheriff, as of now, we're all going to forget about trying to capture this thing. I want you to take Rex to that lab on the double. And Rex, see what you can find out there.
Right.
I'm going tracking.
Check that out, will you, huh?
Looks like a generator.
There. What do you make of this?
I don't know, I've never seen anything like this before.
Wow, man. Hey, Rex. These pictures. There's you and Matthew.
Lou, this looks like a sketch of Martha.
Martha, a victim, but why?
Damned if I know. Human experimentation. Lou, get on your radio and call Walker, tell him to get over here quick. If you can't get him, leave word with Dale.
Right.
Canisters. That's it. Mixed according to the right formula with the correct proportions, it can change a man into fish and mutate all sea life.
entangles both your feet, drags you down helplessly, each step of fate. Tombstones are piling up your last mistake. We all wait for you. Give us a break. Give us a break. Sashay, a sashay through the sarcasm, stalking, skulking through the sargassum, a plotting revenge.